Hi everyone, welcome to Traveling Misknits. My name is Pia and I am so happy that you're joining me here today for a little chat about my crafty adventures. This week I have been focused on finishing up any projects with a deadline. Because starting today I am taking 1 month vacation, and deadlines and vacation, they just don't go together very well. So that has been my main focus. I have been thinking a lot about what would be the perfect vacation project. And I've been going over, maybe I should do all sorts of little things like socks and dishcloths and scarves, these small, really satisfying projects that you can finish in just a very short amount of time. I was also contemplating just diving into blanket making, like going all in on my blankets. I was thinking about maybe casting on something very special, this new and shiny project that I could enjoy over the summer. And it was going back and forth when suddenly I realized that for me, this year, vacation making is going to be all about no plans. I have nothing planned except picking up whatever I fancy whenever I do, working on it for as long or short as I want, finishing it or not, just playing with yarns and needles. So I'm quite excited about that, but I'm also really curious because I'm thinking perhaps some of you are starting your vacation or planning your vacation. What is vacation knitting for you? Do you have any special projects, or how do you go about vacation knitting? Are you a planner, and what are you going to be working on this summer or winter, as it were? Let me know, please let me know, because I am very, very open to inspiration, as you could probably tell. But yeah. The first thing that I finished is, of course, my Visetto wrap. The pattern is coming out today. It is out when you get to watch this video. I am so excited to be sharing it. I decided to just stand up so that I could show it to you a little better. I mean, you did see the other version last week. I have it here. This one. I wore that for the last podcast, I think. I'll have to go back and check that. I'm pretty sure that I have shown this. This version is knit in a very different yarn, where this is in a very, very fine merino silk with loads of drape, and like this is kind of a heavy garment. It doesn't weigh a lot, but the way that it drapes around your body is so, so elegant. This yarn carries itself a bit more. It is a cotton merino blend, and it is my new favorite cotton merino blend because this one is easy to work with. It has a little more merino than cotton. And also it is non-treated, it's non-superwash, so the wool really gets to work its magic in this. The pattern does give two different options, a short version, which is the light gray, and then this longer version, which I found out I love using this with a belt. This is not something that I do very often. I would love to be able to do that. I would love to be able to be one of the cool girls who just belt their knits and look fabulous. I can belt my knits, but I don't look fabulous. But I actually think it works for this one. So let me just remove the belt so that I can show you the cardigan. You can see it is slightly longer than the other one. It is only 8 centimeters. It's what, 3 point something inches. So it's not a lot. It's not gonna be a huge, oversized, long cardigan, but it's still, it adds a little cozy to the feel of the cardigan, and it does make it easier to wear it with a belt. But the same, obviously, pattern, kimono inspired, a completely 2-dimensional knit. The only place that I do have a little 3-dimensional thing is here on the shoulders, where there are 7 stitches, I think, that continues and actually does compromise the 2-dimensional idea that I had. But yeah, I am loving my cardigan, my Visetto wrap, I'm calling it, naming it after a very, very cute small town here in Italy. It's a town that we pass through quite often because we have to go that way to get to our favorite pizzeria, but there you go. The Visetto wrap is out on Ravelry and in my own wrap shop, and I couldn't be happier. When I had finished my Visetto wrap, as it was blocking, I continued on with another project with a deadline, and it is something that I haven't shown on the podcast. It is a test knit that I have done for my friend Ina. It's just a tiny little scarf, but I chose to roll it up so that you could appreciate the picot edging on this scarf. It is so cute. Just look, it is absolutely adorable. She calls it a tribute to the Sophie scarf. She has knit so many Sophie scarves, but it drove her up the walls, all the counting, which can be difficult when you're only working garter stitch. Here you have the picots to actually help you count where to put your increases and decreases. So it is just this super, super cute little thing that is so nice for summer because it can give you just a little bit on a cold evening without adding a lot of bulk and being too much. It's so small that it easily fits into your purse when you're going out. And it's also the perfect little gift because this takes no time to whip up. I mean, seriously, no time. It is so quick and easy, easily customizable. She gives instructions on how to work increases until you get to the stitch count that you want. Then you can continue on the middle panel, and then she again gives instructions to the decreases. I'm just gonna let that tractor pass. Okay, he was not passing. He was here to stay. The farmers down here in Italy have just started cutting the grass for the first time this season, and of course they need to cut the grass right. Next to me, we have fields right next to us. Obviously, they need to work on those fields when I am recording. So I have moved myself inside, and it is hot. So if I get all flustered, I apologize. We do not have aircon. It's hot, but I'm sure that we can make do. The scarf that I was talking about, it has been released. It's out on Ravelry. It's called the Let's See scarf, and I am of course gonna link it in the description box below, together with everything else that I talk about in this episode. Oh, the yarn, I don't have a lot of yarn down here in Italy. it's a lot of moths, so I prefer to keep my yarn in Denmark. But I did have one ball of some drops brushed alpaca silk. I didn't even use half of the ball for this one. It really does not take up a lot of yarn, but it is soft and fluffy and absolutely wonderful. The next thing that I wanted to finish, that was really a self-imposed deadline. I wanted to finish my Better World dress. I have been talking about that dress for so many weeks. I wanted to finish it, get it off the hook on my body, but as you can clearly see, it's not on my body because I ran out of yarn. I have one round and then some, maybe 1.5 rounds, something like that to go, and then I ran out of yarn, which is ridiculous. But I am pretty sure that I do have an extra ball of I'm using the Circolo Anne, and I am pretty sure I have an extra ball in Denmark because I think I bought a set of 3 balls and I only have 2 labels here, so I am keeping my fingers crossed that I do have an extra ball in Denmark. If not, I'm gonna find something and make it work. I'm gonna find another black cotton and make it work. But yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. I mean, it's gonna be so beautiful. I really want to show you the edging because see how, do you remember how you're working all of these intricate patterns all the way up from the neck down through the body, and then comes this net section that you can repeat for as long as you want to determine the length of your dress. And then you finish off with another edge. And this is, of course, the part that I didn't get to. I really want to show it to you because it's so pretty. Let's see here. See how pretty it finishes off with some popcorn stitches and these fans and some crossed over stitches. And there is so little left on it. But we are leaving for Denmark next week, or this week. It's Monday. Way to go. I am really on vacation. I am leaning right into it, forgetting the dates of the weeks on day 1. We are leaving for Denmark this week, so it'll be fine. I was just so disappointed because I was working and working, no pain, lots of focus. I really wanted to finish the dress and then I ran out of yarn. But there you go. Next time I record, I will have a finished dress to show. Maybe, because this is vacation. I'll pick it up if I wanna. If not, it'll stay. And that's not completely true because I do want to wear it. Another thing that I wanted to finish was the heel on my green socks. You have seen these socks before. But I decided, no, I want to finish the heel. Not because I'm in any kind of hurry to finish the sock, but just because it would be nice to have some mindless knitting ready to go. Maybe I'd even put these in the car just to have them there ready for me whenever we go out. So yesterday morning I picked them up and I started working the heel. And as you can probably tell, there's no heel on these socks because my friend called. And I was like, I can knit a heel while I'm chatting away with her. And we had a good one. I mean, we were just, chatting for a while. And I was working the heel. I finished the heel. only to see that I had placed it off center. I had a heel here, which looked weird, like really weird. And also it was kind of pointy because there were too few stitches, obviously, because it was off center. So yeah, that was, I guess you win some, you learn some. Is that the way we're gonna look at this? I had to rip back the heel, and I'm gonna start over whenever I want to, because no rush, no plans, just playing with yarn. This yarn is a very playful one, and I have talked about it before, but I love it so much. I really enjoy this one. I'm trying to hold it back here because it does mess a bit with the camera. It is obnoxiously bright. It is from the Danish hand dyer by Killerek, and it is the colorway Spirende Forår, Budding Spring. And I am loving it. So, you know, I'll find another mindless, easy to go project, and then I have the heel for when I want to actually pay attention to what I'm doing, because I am clearly not experienced enough to be working a heel without paying attention. So there. I have a new cast on that I want to share with you. This is so exciting. This is one of those like, yay, summer projects that it's such a good time I'm having with this. I put it in a beautiful bag that my friend Bitten made for me. Just take a look at this absolutely amazing Japanese fabric. Isn't it just beautiful? And we have dragonflies all over, so to me, this is just summer. Inside it is the 4th version of my CDCO 23, my Christmas Day cast on from 23. At this time, I am doing it differently, to say the least. I am working it with an all-over cable pattern. Let me just try to spread it out on the needles so that you can actually appreciate how gorgeous this is gonna be. Here we go. Just look at this. Isn't it just amazing? All the fluffy white goodness in this cabled pattern. I am, of course, heavily modifying the CDCO pattern, but I am planning. I can tell now. In the beginning, I was like, I'm just going to do this and I'm going to have fun. But then I could tell that it would be relatively simple for me to write down the modifications that I'm making and adding them to the pattern as a little appendix to the pattern, so that this option would be possible too. There is no deadline. I have no idea when it's coming out, but I am actually enjoying the idea of sharing this new idea. I am also gonna record a vlog. I have obviously started recording a vlog of how I am going about making all these modifications, because I know that a lot of people are totally confident and they'll just modify away and have fun with it. Look at their knitting patterns as suggested guidelines. But I also know that there are people who are a little unsure and not really feel confident modifying away. So I am recording a vlog going through all of the modifications that I am making for this one. So I think with those resources, the vlog and some written notes in the existing patterns, this should be something that anyone who has just maybe one or two prior sweaters under their belt, they'll be able to make it. But isn't it gorgeous? And it is so soft. It is a new yarn from the Danish hand dyer Knitter's World. This is her fluffy cashmere base, which is 82% merino and 18% cashmere. Let me just show you, because it's a very special kind of floof this one has. It is just a little bit of very, very soft fluff that is on this yarn, and it is a dream to work with. This new base is released today, and it is, as I said, called Fluffy Cashmere, and I will link it in the description box below. She categorizes her yarns on a scale A, B, C, D, I think all the way down to E, according to how soft they are and how allergy friendly they are. And the fact that this is category B, A being the softest, must be because it has merino, so it must have to do with the allergy aspect of it, because you could not find anything softer. You could roll a kitten in a big bucket of butter and it wouldn't be softer than this. But again, a lot of people have allergies to merino, so that must be why it's a category B yarn. It's a good place to shop if you are allergic to wool. She knows about this because she's allergic to wool herself. The hand dyer. There you go. So yeah, this is a fun project, and I just want to start knitting on it right now. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be a big girl, put it away until the time is right. The last thing that I'm going to talk about is something that I'm going to start today. It's a crochet top. It's called the San Miguel top. And my fingers have been itching for weeks. But I was determined to finish my Better World dress before casting on another crochet project. But hey, I ran out of yarn. Plus, it's vacation. I can do whatever I wanna, and I wanna cast on this top. And I wanna do it in this ribbon yarn that I also used for my Trimezzo tank. It was such a joy to work with, and I loved the material. So I have so much left from that huge cone. So I'm gonna cast on this top, and I am gonna have so much fun with it. Two really fun summer projects that I may or may not finish in the near future. Yeah, I think that was it for the creative content this week. Some finishes, some fails. You win some, you learn some, right? I think I'm gonna stick with that. Life in general has been a lot of fun this week. My best friend Anne came to visit with her two daughters, so we had a lovely week. Anne has only been here a couple of times, and it's been some years. So when someone comes, when we have company that don't come all the time, we get to do all of the touristy stuff, which is really fun. We have been sailing on the Como Lake. We went over to Varenna, which is a beautiful little town on the Como Lake. The only thing is, it is jam-packed full of people because some American travel writer has been praising it. So it is jam-packed full, but it's still a cute little place to go, have a simple lunch. We've been going for some small walks in the area here. Anywhere you go, there's going to be something beautiful, something amazing, something interesting, something shocking even to look at. This is our local church. Monks from past times have placed their remains in there. And I love it, but it's not for everyone. My Brazilian daughter-in-law really does not like it, but I find it very romantic. We have a few days now, or I do. Peter is gonna go away on work, but I have a few days to just hang out, enjoy summer, do whatever I want to do until we then, probably on Friday, we will be going back to Denmark to spend a couple of weeks there. Our oldest son is gonna come over from Texas with his family. So there's gonna be a lot of people and things going on, and I am very excited for it all. I really like this balance of having company and everything is go, go, go. And then you have these quiet, slow days and then go, go, go again. Yeah, I am very happy with how my summer has started. I am sure it's gonna be a wonderful time. I really hope that you are enjoying life, whether it is summer life or winter life. I hope that you have some fun yarns to play with. And I really hope you want to let me know, what is your vacation project? Do you have any go-tos? Do you have something special? I want to get inspired because I have a blank slate to work with. Next week's episode is probably gonna be a Blankets of Calm episode. After that, I'm gonna retire Blankets of Calm for a while, at least until fall. But I just wanna show you the progress that I've made on my blankets the past month. So I hope I will see you for that. And well, until we talk again, stay happy, stay safe, and keep knitting.